you're in Macon now, so what was Macon like, back then, and what was some of those distinctive memories you have growing up?
I just felt like I was not a child. It was like I stepped into a grown adult. Because grandmother, don't want to talk bad about her, but she was not like a typical grandmother, what you would think if your child died and you take over the kids. She was never like that. She was never there. We was always there with my uncles.
What were some of those things?
When she disappeared, my uncles used to fight all the time. It was drugs and alcohol. I never really shared that. But our uncles never harmed us, never, touched us any kind of way. But they was alcoholics and fighting and doing drugs and sometimes orgies, I guess. We would just make go upstairs at the time. But it's still trauma to me, thinking that children shouldn't see things or constantly sound violence in the house. And I would never thought brothers fight like that. But they do when it comes to stabbing and screaming and howling and drinking. I just grew up around a whole lot of alcoholics. And they were young too, And then it was so much fighting and stuff going on. Then my mom's first cousin got custody of us because it was a shooting in the house and I almost got shot. And so she went to court and got us it was my second cousin, but it was my mom's first cousin. And it was hell with her. It was very hell with her. First it was nice, but next thing she changed, and I don't have anything against God, but she would use God for everything. Like, I couldn't wear pants. I couldn't do children's stuff, activities, because all up was Satan. We went to church Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday. We stayed in church and she would make us get on our knees and tarry. She would wake up in the middle of the night and beat my sister. She would just whoop my sister for sucking her finger. And my little sister, she was 8. She didn't have nobody to really grasp to but me because mom passed. Grandmother wasn't a grandmother. And she just hold on to me. And so my cousin would wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and catch her sucking her finger and beat her. And so I used to watch this. So it's constantly had trauma, me watching her. And so I got tired of it. And I stayed in Pleasant Hill on Grant Avenue. So that's where I moved in Pleasant Hill. And I went to Miller. Central in the house. Good high school. I did get bullied a little bit in the 8th grade because I wore dresses. But it was just the guys always asked me why I wear dresses, But I didn't get bullied about anything else. It was just basically, they used to call me Holy Ghost, or sometimes they shout in the hallway while I'm walking by. And I regretted that, and I hated that, and I had to come home with it. But anyway, I ran away. So we can ask the next question. I'm sorry. Okay. So we're at 13 now.
Okay. Well, I wanted to go back to the family part. What do you think was some of those things that kind of had, besides alcohol, that was definitely one of those factors. But what was another factor do you think that kind of had the family, kind of divided like that?
I think maybe I'm hearing they were all raised in foster care too. So I don't really know much about my grandmother's past. All I know, she was very beautiful, but I just don't know about her past. They just was all in foster homes themselves, So I can't really know much about her past because remember, I was in foster care for a while. Just remember a lady getting us after our mom died. And I never saw her around while my mom was suffering. I never saw her around. Like, she just only started coming around when she was dying.
So how was it like, up until this point, going into high school and, essential, was that when you started getting into arts? Or what were you doing?
No, I've never gotten into arts. Actually, I wasn't doing nothing but surviving as a child. After we lived with our cousin for a while, my grandmother had visitation rights. And so one day our grandmama just got us one weekend and we had a flight to Delta Airlines and head back up to Camden. Oh. So she kidnapped us, our grandmother. And she just used us for a meal ticket. So I was back in Camden, back in high school. I didn't get picked up because I could be whoever I want to be. And that's when the starvation started. Like, not getting nothing to eat. We were hungry, me and my sister. My grandmama always stayed away. I think she was with men. And just left us there. And she was getting a check for us. I guess that's how some people are. They get money. And she got a check for us. So we were hungry. So I used to walk the streets. Used to ask for food, ask for money. People give us food, give me money. And I used to put it in like a little suitcase. Apples, oranges, little sandwich meat. Just bread. I remember I was always eating bread with butter and sugar. And then sometime I remember having grits, and I used to add butter and sugar. So that's all we ate every day. So we were hungry. But the best part about me eating is when I went to school. So I would gather up everything for us to eat. So I would make sure I go to school every day. And sometimes I go to school with flip and flap shoes because she didn't buy us clothes. And I didn't know what Christmas was. So I don't remember getting bullied in school for that. But I remember being called pee-pee girl because my sister used to pee on me. But I don't remember getting bullied in school. But so my cousin came way back to New Jersey, got us back. And that's when all hell broke loose. I started running away.
Did you come back down to Macon?
Yes, my cousin came back up there and got us. So we was kidnapped at age 11 to 8. And they couldn't do nothing jurisdiction with Georgia because we was always in New Jersey. So she had to come back and have court. And we had to go back again. So we went back. And that's when all the trauma and the beatings and the harmful. And that's when I encountered something else, the S word, at age 11. It was from a family member. And I started running away age 11 or 12, 13. And I ended up in YDC in Central State for children because I stopped speaking. I never did art yet. So that was age 13 or 14. So after all that was over with me in foster care, and I've been in different foster homes, several, just in and out the doors, different ones. Then that's when I got 18. And then I got out and got my own place.
So